So it'll be Lipsky serving to start the match.
And again, as I mentioned, the returner serve right from the get-go, a lot of the times it's directed straight at the net man. So you've got to be aware and alert and have some pretty good reflexes at the net on the returner serve game these days.
Second serve ace. Why is that, Fred? Why hit right at the net man right away? Why do you think that's
Well, I think it's just power, and if you crack it straight at the net man, you've got to be able to anticipate one way or the other, and something that comes straight at you, it's pretty hard. Most of the players, if that happens, elect to play a backhand volley. That's a nice overhead there from Rahm.
40 love.
Wow, what hands from Ram up at the net. And an easy hold for Scott Lipsky and Rajeev Ram as they take the first game of this men's doubles quarterfinals. 2 out of 3 set match in men's doubles. Wimbledon, the only major that plays 3 out of 5.
Rajeev Ram is the most experienced out there. He's over $2 million in prize money and doubles.
Butorac and Klaasen getting ready to start. Looks like it's going to be Butorac serving, the lefty from Minnesota. He's ranked 28 in the world in doubles, but this team runner-up at the Australian Open to start the year.
$15 love.
They won the Memphis tournament, which is indoors in February.
Rajeev Ram is the only one of this group that has played the challenger circuit, trying to work his way up. The other boys just must be doubles specialists. Good teamwork there by calling for it. Lipsky, Klaasen and Butorac. They don't have any records in the challenges in 2014.
A nice poach there. 40 love. These guys getting a chance to play in Arthur Ashe Stadium to start the day. Bryan brothers are in Armstrong later this afternoon.
That's where they played their last match, and they absolutely filled that place. They've done so much for the game of doubles over the years. It's like they had the Williams sisters on Armstrong the other evening, and not a spare seat in the house. Same with the Bryan brothers yesterday.
15.
Williams sisters are playing doubles today as well. And they're back in Armstrong. 40-15. Game point for Butorac and Klaasen. Nice hands all the way around. So pretty comfortable holds to start the match, 1-all. Can you relate it all to the way doubles is played now, Fred, or is it just so different?
Well, no, it's different, but it's, you know, you still got to make the game of doubles. You've got to cross, you've got to intercept, and you've got to move around to put your opponents off somewhat. But now they play that I formation now, which is I think the thing with the I formation is to whack the return straight down the line. If we were playing doubles these days, that would be the return for the I formation down the line pretty much every time. But they go for much bigger serves now because of the equipment. You know, we had wooden rackets and wooden frames, and you moved the ball around a lot, and you just couldn't get a second serve and tee it off with a lot of pace at the net man without, you know, making a lot of errors. But this day and age, that's just the natural tendency there with the frames, with the equipment, like that. Very good hands there.
That was Lipsky who put the volley away.
40 love.
40 love. Well, the average tennis player, your average recreational player, plays way more doubles than singles, but not like this.
They don't play like this. No, no, no.
This is not the kind of doubles that most people can identify with.
And you see in this one here that both players stay back. Butorac staying back on the baseline when their partner returns.
Rajeev Ram and his partner Scott Lipsky getting ready to receive the serve of Klaasen.
Klaasen to serve.
I would say Ram's greatest claim to fame probably is his best win, 2012. He reached the semi-finals in Newport, where he defeated Nishikori, who was seeded 18 in that tournament, and then lost to Leighton Hewitt. And Nishikori is the gentleman that took out Raonic last evening and finished way after 2 o'clock in the morning. The latest finish ever at the US Open. Nishikori over Raonic.
Yeah, it's a sleepy start to the day. There's a lot of grumpy people running around here today.
How'd you like to be one of the drivers?
Yeah.
That's a good move there. Just blanketed the net.
Klaasen
13-15.
all over top of the net. Wow, what a second serve. Lipsky couldn't handle it. Big kick off that serve.
That really did jump up, didn't it? Right over the top of the frame.
He was ready with the backhand grip, too. 40-15. That's good. As I think Klaasen called Butorac off, and it landed in. Butorac and Klaasen going through some signals. Klaasen didn't like what Butorac told him. Worked out just fine, though. 2-all.
2 games all.
Klaasen's got a big serve for not being very big. Reminder to go to usopen.org here in the second week. Follow us on your favorite social media as well. Now Lipsky serving. So we've made the full rotation.
Love. 15 all.
Hey.
15-30.
Oh,
Oh.
30 all.
wanted Sam to tell the world. I wanted Sam to.
30 all.
Forty 30.
40-30. No break points yet here in this opening set.
That might be a challenge there. It looked as though it was a pretty accurate serve. And it looks as though the opponents are thinking the same way. Yeah, good enough.
Catches the line, and that'll do it. So they'll change ends now.
Lipsky Ram.
No breaks, 2-3 opening set.
Lipsky Ram lead.
There's the first double fault we've seen
Love
in this
15.
match. Delivered by Eric Butorac.
Yeah, and he's got pretty much the best serve of the group. Well, Rahm's a very talented doubles player, I guess. As I mentioned, he's the only one that's any sort of results in singles.
Good.
Down the middle, the great Australian Roy Emerson, when he teaches folks. And down the middle, solves the riddle. It's over the low part of the net, and often just in that, like that rally there, both players hesitate. They're not knowing who wants to take it.
Butorac 6'3", tallest guy on the court as well.
Down love 30 now.
Wow. 2 double faults from Butorac in this service game, and now triple break point. Just had 2 double faults served by Eric Butorac, and it is the first break point of the match. And interesting thing is Butorac doesn't have the sun in his face on this end.
That last second serve was halfway up the net. Everything fell apart.
Net. Second serve.
Well, there's nearly another.
I wonder what the issue is. I mean, Butorac's an accomplished player. I mean, he's been out here a long time, veteran. You don't think he'd be nervous, but the sun's not an issue.
That's a good
There's
move.
the break.
Yep. As I said, doubles is interception. And at love 40, he's trying to get the ball back into play. And Ram gets it back, and Lipsky makes the cross. First break of serve. Lipsky and Ram, 4-2. Now this end is the sun. A bit of a problem here with Ram serving.
Ram, originally lives in Indiana, went to college at Illinois. Kevin Anderson, what a team they had. University of Illinois.
30 love.
Best of 3 sets here, as Sam mentioned. The best of 5 is played at Wimbledon, not here. And also they play a tiebreaker. If it gets to be a set apiece and 6-all, they will play the tiebreaker, as they do in the singles.
Nice return by Butorac. A little different than the ATP World Tour events where they
15.
just play out a super tiebreak at the end if they split sets. Here they play out the full set.
Oh, bad miss there from Lipsky. Should have put the first one away. It was a high volley and he didn't put enough on it. And the reply was straight back at him, and then he missed a pretty easy backhand volley, so not a good point there. It's 30-all. Butorac and Klaasen trying to break back immediately.
Nice serve to avoid that. Third ace.
Lipsky Ram.
So that'll do it. They consolidate the break. 2-5 here in the opening set. Butorac and Klaasen were broken in their last service game when Butorac was serving. And now Klaasen serving to keep them in this set. Klaasen only 5'11", but he generates a lot of power. Lipsky almost touched the net, but he didn't.
15-all.
Just about gave it away. Throw your arms in the air and too far away from it. Extreme heat policy is in effect. 30.5 degrees Celsius.
Oh, right at Ram. He fought it off, but cleaned up nicely at the net by Butorac. And that extreme heat policy will affect the women's matches today.
And the juniors.
If they split sets, they get a 10-minute break. You should feel right at home, Fred. Feels like we're down in Miami up here in New York.
We're very fortunate that it's air conditioned up here.
Yeah.
40-15. Went a little bit early, Lipsky there, and that just gave his opponent plenty of time to play that little dink slice backhand. So they're serving for the set now. Lipsky and Ram, and that'll be a bit of a surprise because the other team are the seeded team.
Put away sharply by Lipsky.
15 love.
And good teamwork there as Ram called you. He steps in, makes no mistake there.
Yeah, that's just too easy. It set up nicely for Lipsky.
30 love.
Shot. Nice. All
Good
the way
doubles.
around.
Great teamwork on both ends of the court
30,
there.
15.
See these guys go into the towel after most points. It's so sticky, very humid. Be interesting to see how that affects all the singles play today. It's already about 90 degrees. And that'll be set point now for
14,
Lipsky and
15.
Ram. Heat index right now feels like 94 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when you combine the temperature and the humidity.
Game. First set. Lipsky Ram.
There's the opening set to Lipsky and Ram. They're a set away from the semifinals. We'll see if Butorac and Klaasen can turn it around. And decision for Butorac and Klaasen as to who will serve first. So it was Butorac who was broken on this end last time he served. Yes, those two still haven't figured out who's going to serve here. It's going to be Klaasen, so they're switching it up, which you can do at the start of a set.
Yeah, that's all legal.
So Klaasen will serve from this end where he served from the other end the last set. And Ram with a pass right away.
Love 15. All. Net for serve. Thirteen, 15. Forty, 15.
Good service
opening
game.
Service game. Yeah, good service game to start off with.
Still a little more work to be done.
40, 30.
40-30, that's Klaasen's first double fault.
Net for serve.
And now a second serve here. No, it's going to be a first serve. Sorry, that was a let. And now deuce.
And it was Ram again with that very delicate little backhand. Forced the error.
So it looked like pretty easy hold here for Klaasen, and now some adversity to overcome. So they never could overcome the one time they got broken in the first set. And that return goes long, game point.
Advantage, Klaasen.
And there's the hold. So good hold in the end.
First game, second set.
I'm interested to see how these stats look. Here they are.
64% first serves for Lipsky Ram duo, and they won the opening set. No double faults. More winners, only a couple of unforced errors, so they've played a solid first set. And the winners are much better in doubles because you get those reflex volleys and outright winners on the returns. So a good solid set, and they're not the seeded team. It's Butorac and Klaasen who are seeded 12 here.
Lipsky and Ram have played together before. They've had a nice history together, just not as much recently as Butorac and Klaasen. Double fault, that's
15 all.
just the first double fault for that team this entire set.
Thirteen, 15. Forty, 15.
40-15, just by getting to the quarterfinals, the team split $62,060. The prize money basically doubles from here on out. If you get to the semis, it's just shy of $125,000.
Yeah.
And there's the hold. So 1-all to start set number 2.
1 game all.
Butorac's having all kinds of trouble with his
15.
serve today. That's another double fault. He's had 3 double faults.
He nearly had 3 in the one game, didn't
Yeah.
he?
So that's his 4th, actually. You're right. He's dealing with the sun on this end.
15 all. 30-15.
Now 40-15.
40-15.
Good try there from Lipsky on a lob return. Couldn't control it. Good serving again now from Butorac. Lefty serve is a tough one. Doubles. That's the return that is played a lot now, as I mentioned earlier.
40,
Straight at the net man. And Lipsky was not alert at all on that one. Not Lipsky, it was.
In today's game, your
Klaasen.
life's in danger if you're not alert. They're like bullets they're hitting at you.
Klaasen was the net person that made the error there.
And Butorac taking that and dealing with it to avoid getting broken again. So it is on serve. We are here in the second set.
First serve. Mr. Butorac is trying to call. Right service line. The ball is called in.
Challenge here.
Chase review, first one we've seen. That was good.
First serve.
First serve coming. Ram and
Butorac Klaasen has 2 challenges.
Lipsky do a lot of talking back there. Butorac and Klaasen do their signals when they're in position. Ram and Lipsky talk before each serve. Nice volley.
15 love. Love.
Wasn't able to control the one down the middle. It was let go, went deep.
Oh, Ram just missed that volley.
30-15.
Well, these two teams, they constantly seem to be in the right position. They work well together. Not a lot of miscommunication between these two. So 30 all, a little first bit of adversity here for Lipsky and Ram. They haven't faced break point.
Just good solid stuff from Lipsky and Ram. They just get the volleys back into play without overplaying them and just saying to their opponents, well, you've got to go through us if you want to win these points. And they've taken good solid control of the net position.
Game point. Miss-hit return ends up winning the point
Juice.
for Klaasen. So he shanked that forehand.
Advantage Ram.
Game point for Ram. And they're figuring out where he's going to serve here. Get in the I formation.
Yeah.
And a nice serve.
Ram.
Butorac
2 games
tell
on.
his opponent, good serve, Ram. Good sportsmanship there between these two. You know, on the doubles tour, Fred, you got to be nice to everybody because you may end up playing with them.
You're playing, that's right, exactly. Maybe you asked to play.
USOpenshop.org is where you can go check out all the US Open merchandise this year, and it's some impressive stuff this year. Nice looking souvenirs at USOpenshop.com. Klaasen serving. 2-all second set.
15 love.
Oh,
What a point. Best point of the match so far. Had a little bit of everything in it. The families like it. The wives like it. The coaches.
13 love.
This was good doubles.
there wasn't a wasted shot in that point.
Love.
Nice. That's only the second ace for Klaasen. Game point. Easy hold, so no breaks here in the second set.
3 games to 2.
Back here at the US Open men's doubles quarterfinals starting this hot, steamy day in New York.
Not a lot of spectators here as yet.
15 love.
First match of the day. Players competing, not well-known names, although Butorac and Klaasen have reached the final of a Grand Slam down in Australia, but they're down a set here against Rajeev and Lipsky.
13
Nothing
love.
to separate these two teams this set. So they have each one just about the same total number of points. Butorac and Klaasen just had that one bad service game from Butorac. Nice easy overhead by Ram.
40 love.
Ram's got that habit of calling out, that'd be a bit annoying. I would think he's got the habit of calling out you for his partner to take overheads and play volleys.
You don't like that?
Oh, that'd be a bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
Game. Lipsky Ram.
Well, Ram taking over those last 2 points. And quick hold, 3-all.
3 games all.
Oh, he's the experienced man out there.
Ram.
Turned pro in 2004. He's the one that's got a couple of $1 million in his pocket. Scott Lipsky turned pro 2003. Scott McCain as his coach. He called you again. And
Yeah, he
the ball
did.
was long.
Ram was a good doubles player there all the way back in juniors. He won or made the junior Wimbledon doubles final. Most of his good results, even as a junior, were in doubles. Yeah, it's too easy.
Yeah, that was a big point. There's an opportunity there for Lipsky to have a crack at that one. They love 15. Went defensive instead of trying to be offensive.
Good return by Ram. He's really picked up his game.
Yeah, he's the best player on the court out there at the moment. Now it's up to Lipsky to see if he can make something happen. Ram staying back at the
Ram
moment.
has won an ATP World Tour singles title too. He's the only one of these guys that's done that. Won the tournament in Newport, grass court event after Wimbledon back in 2009. $30-all, big moment here for both teams at 3-all in the second. No room for error for Butorac and Klaasen. Good serve, so Butorac Klaasen avoid the break.
New balls, please.
We're getting deeper into the second set and no service breaks. Here in Arthur Ashe Stadium, first match of the morning, the appetizer for the remainder of the day. Men's doubles quarterfinals. The winner will move on to face either the Bryan brothers or Marrero Verdasco.
15 love.
Going to be interested to see how this heat and humidity affects play today.
Well, that heat rule's in effect, so that allows the women or the juniors to have a 10-minute break if it gets to be a set apiece. Actually, I was asked a question yesterday, interesting one. Why is that only in the women's division and not in the men's? And it was asked by a woman, actually.
Did you get the answer?
I don't know the answer. I don't know why they don't do it with the men at 2 sets to 1. But that doesn't happen in the men's. And the question was, well, why, the men play best of 5 sets
Play
and
longer,
they're out there,
yeah.
and they play a lot longer, a lot more tennis, and it's equal prize money. So it should all run the gamut all the way along.
Love.
Easy service game for Ram here to get this to 4-all.
They've had mostly easy service games.
Game. Lipsky Ram.
Another love hold. So Lipsky Ram just
games
cruising
over.
right along, 4-all, looking for that elusive break. They haven't lost a point on their first serve this set. The only points they've lost have been on the few second serve points they've had. Still no break points in this set for either team yet, though the stakes are rising here. Pressure time for all. Yeah, Lipsky's got that bad habit of throwing up those short lobs.
15 love.
Yeah, he's played 2 or 3 of those where he's had an opportunity to have a swing at the forehand. Nice return there, kept that one very low. Actually ran around the forehand to hit a backhand, two-handed backhand. Nice control.
Missed return, 30-15.
30-15.
Yeah, good change-up serve on that occasion. Klaasen, he just took a bit off it, spun it in, good kick serve. Jumped up a little.
See Butorac giving him his signals. And now game point, 40-15.
40-15.
That time they changed what they've been doing. They actually had a little conference at the baseline instead of doing the hand signals. Didn't work though.
40-30.
Butorac and Klaasen have given away a lot of free points.
Served a lot of double faults, haven't they, between them? We got 5. 3 in this set.
Anytime Butorac tells Klaasen to take it, he does and wins the game. Still no breaks deep in the second set. Deep in the second set we are right now. Lipsky Ram won the first set 6-3. Klaasen and his partner Butorac now trying to get back into this. They could break and win the set here.
15 love.
But that is not going to be easy because Lipsky and Ram served so well. They've won every single first serve point in this set. Gonna need a lot of towels today with the heat and humidity. Perfect. Klaasen was looking out wide, and Lipsky knew it.
Pretty good second serve to get it to 5 all. 30 love at this stage.
5 of their 8 aces have been here in this second set. Good return.
Solid return from Butorac. Forehand, the lefty playing the deuce court. Again, similar to the Bryan brothers. It's the way they work it.
Net, second serve.
Another second serve coming for Lipsky here. Let that bounce, wise to do that.
40-15.
Game point.
Game, Lipsky Ram.
So Lipsky Ram holds serve.
5 games all.
And it's 5-all here in the second.
Love 15.
Well struck backhand on that occasion from Ram. He's gone down the line a few times there. That's a good move. I think when you've got the I formation. Lipsky just has not been able to make a second shot.
Yep.
15 all.
It's been the problem. Ram is the best player on the court at the moment. But not getting a lot of support from Lipsky. Another great return.
There's a big opening now for
15-30.
Lipsky and Ram.
Lipsky's had a few of them. He's had a few opportunities, but has not been able to make a return when it's counted.
What a pass.
Well, he got the return back. It wasn't a good one, but it wasn't. The volley came down the middle of the court, and Ram was all over the middle of the court. Good move there because he stayed back when Lipsky made that return. So break points now. Now again here, I'd go straight down the line. Well, he tried to.
Oh, still break point.
30-14.
Ram's strongest player on the court fails to win his point, and now it's up to Lipsky. This would allow them to serve for the match.
Now again,
Juice.
another miss-hit return this time. You can see it off the top of the frame.
Yeah.
Ram
stopped the point,
right
said that was out, and even from here it looked out. No call came. We'll go to the chase review to see if we were all fooled. And it was out, so it's break point again. Lipsky will receive.
Another one, another opportunity for Lipsky.
Lipsky.
Surely he has to make one.
Juice.
Terrible. Returns at the bottom of the net. Ram should be saying to Lipsky, hey, mate, you make one return and we can break.
Well, they're hanging in there, but by a thread. Game point,
Advantage,
Butorac and
Butorac.
Klaasen. A break here would be disastrous for them more than likely.
Again,
Butorac Klaasen.
made one return in that game, Lipsky. That's not going to get it
Klaasen
done.
leads 6 games to 5.
So a missed opportunity for Lipsky and Ram. We play on. Lipsky and Ram trying to get over the disappointment of not breaking in that last game. They had 3 break chances, failed to convert.
Love. Love.
Heading for a tiebreaker. May decide it, or we go into a third and decisive set.
Not quite yet.
30-15. $40-15. Game. Lipsky Ram.
So we will play a tiebreak, which could possibly decide who
games
goes
all.
to the semifinals. If Lipsky and Ram can bear down and win this tiebreak, they are headed into the semifinals. If not, we'd play a final set.
Fault.
Opening point to Lipsky and Ram.
1-0. Lipsky Ram. Mr.
Fortunately, that's been the best part of his game. Scott Lipsky, he served well. And an ace there gives him a 2-point lead. Needs a big one here.
2-0. Lipsky Ram. Butorac Klaasen have 2 challenges remaining. $3-0.
3-0.
Lipsky Ram.
2 big serves. He just needs to make a return, help his partner out on the return game. 3-zip now. Lipsky Ram need to win one of these two if they possibly can. Another one, another shank. I don't know what he's doing on the
3-1.
return.
Lipsky Ram.
Well, 3-2, so they're staying right on the heels of Lipsky and Ram, but the mini break is there. Lipsky and Ram just need to keep holding their service points.
Butorac and Klaasen have just got to make Lipsky play all these points if they can get the ball back.
Yeah, he's been the weaker link, but unfortunately it's Ram serving. So they change ends here with the mini break intact. Lipsky and Ram just needing to hold on here to their service points.
Winner of this play is the Bryan brothers, did you say? If they win?
If they win, yeah. They play Marrero and Verdasco later this afternoon in Armstrong.
Lipsky Ram.
2 points away.
That was a miss hit.
Sure was.
Yep. He's shanked so many of them, and that was the first one that stayed in the court.
And miscommunication on the other side of the net. So match point now for Lipsky and Ram. They've got 4 of them at their disposal if they need them.
Lipsky Ram.
Still match point.
That's Lipsky's serve here, and his last time around he served 2 aces. Or an unplay, well actually 2 aces to get him to 3 love.
They've had 11 aces in this match. 8 of them have been this set. Only lost 1 first serve point. That first serve is huge for this team. None more so than right now. Match point again. Whoa. A little breakdown in communication. And another match point saved. 1 more serve for Lipsky and Ram. And that'll do it.
2 sets to love.
Scott Lipsky, Rajeev Ram are in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. They'll play either the Bryan brothers or Marrero Verdasco.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Lipsky.